Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gonzo Ewok channel for another exciting Let's Play of FTL. My name is Ewok.
And my name is Gonzo.
And we're on part 2, so we're just about to jump into a new sector.
I believe we are, yep. If you remember, it was a bit of a shaky start. I thought it was going to be another 10-minute video special at the beginning of the last one.
At this stage I still think it's touch and go, because you've got a lot of nice weapons, but you've got a lot of upgrading to do before those weapons come online.
This is very true.
You do have 110 scrap to spend. But at the end of the last episode, I think you said you wanted to hang on to them for the time being.
I think just because we might hit a shop or we might hit something useful. I think we also said there was no way in hell I was going to a Mantis controlled sector. I was going to play it safe, even if that means we hit another safe. It's another safe place after that.
I've just had a thought. It's genuinely just popped into my head. You arrive in Zoltan space. From what you have heard, they've anticipated the coming war and made preparations to hold their borders.
What were you going to say there?
I've just had this thought, genuinely just now, that because you've got your Lanius guys who don't need oxygen, so it's very easy to flood the ship,
yeah,
it might be worth upgrading the doors, just in case you do get boarded.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad plan, and you know what I'm like for boarding. I do hate being boarded. You know what? I like that idea.
And it's quite a cheap one, isn't it? 35 scrap. So there you go, you've got security doors now.
Nice, nice, nice. Let's have a look and see where we are. Okay then, we're going to have to go through a nebula. That's not ideal.
It'll slow things down a bit though.
What I'm thinking is maybe coming up here and then going the long way around there, like that.
That's a nice little Y shape, isn't it?
It certainly is. But we'll go up there, first things first.
You're in danger. You jump into a debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser. Unfortunately, its Engi escort takes you for the attacker and retaliates. They refuse all hails.
Okay then.
And they've got defences, but in terms of their offensive capability, they're looking pretty poor.
No, I mean, what's that?
That's not even a weapon, that's just... Yeah, I think you're pretty much safe and sound here.
I think so.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, they've got a bomb! They've got a bomb! They fired a bomb at us!
Take the weapons down.
Right.
Okay, we didn't spot that.
No.
So their offensive capability is a little better than we initially thought, and their bomb is the first thing that they're bringing online. Now, hopefully you'll be able to take it down before it retaliates. I didn't actually see how much damage it caused you.
Give her a little dent. Hopefully we'll not find... Oh, it's back up! Or they'll get another shot off here.
Possibly. They've obviously got their NG crew members working hard to try and keep the weapons online.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the defence drones that they seem to have...
Actually, it's an ion bomb.
It's an ion bomb, and they're targeting a systemless room.
Oh,
yeah, the defence drones that they seem to have don't seem to be the ones that are capable of shooting missiles, so I think you're pretty much safe here. In fact, this next shot's going to kill them.
Very much should do.
Well, hopefully you'll get a decent bit of scrap from it. Nice easy battle to start things off with.
That's it, just eases back in. You know I do get flustered playing FTL. 41 scrap. Bloody hell.
That's not too bad. Fuel situation's not looking great, mind.
It's not, I was just looking at that. Do really need a shop if we can get one. I think we've probably got time to come across here and then over there though.
Yeah, why not? You got to make the most of the time you've got in each system.
We certainly do, especially when we've got a couple of friendly ones.
So you arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to status sleep and prolonged FTL travel. They ask if your crew has time to undergo a few scans.
We've always got time to.
21 scrap. I've never had anything bad come from that, but I presume there is a negative effect.
I think I've had a crewman die when I've done that before. Like something went wrong and a crewman turned inside out or something equally horrible.
Oh, that sounds nasty. Oh well, they contact you and say thanks for your participation in the study. Please accept these small cakes made from stiff dough as well as some scrap.
I love it when they give you the little stiff cakes.
Tasty.
Tasty cakes. Right. Okay. Distress.
Hit the distress signal.
Really do need some fuel.
Greetings! It's so good to see you. We've been out of fuel and floating here for weeks. We're terrified a pirate or some of those rebels would find us first. Could you spare some fuel?
No, we need some myself. Really sorry.
We understand. Please send any help our way if you meet anyone trustworthy.
Alright.
Just ad-libbing a bit there. Okay, there's a store. You've got 137 scrap. I hope there's something tasty for you.
Me too.
The Zoltan are fascinated by other species and have set up something of an alien knick-knack shop here. Why not take a look?
Your cat's trying to drink me coffee. I'm not happy, Ewok.
She'll just be sniffing it. She's not going to drink coffee. Now she's sniffing your leg. She's not going to try and drink your leg.
I wouldn't put it past her. She's a maniac.
So yeah, just short of mind control. You could get a med bay, but I believe it would replace your clone bay.
Yeah.
You could buy some fuel.
Well, we're definitely going to buy fuel. In fact, we'll get all of that.
See what's on page 2. Crew members potentially. I mean, you are a little short-staffed. You've only got 3.
Your cat's on the microphone.
Away from the mic. Away from the mic.
See, it's nought but hassle.
Come here, Tia.
Jesus. Right. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, crew would be handy because we do need an extra crewman to power up I think the shields.
Yeah.
It could be handy, but none of these crew are Lanius. I don't even think we could buy Lanius crew, frankly.
I've seen Lanius crew before. Adnan, he's a decent pilot, and but being a good pilot as a Zoltan's not a great.
Yeah, it'd be better if he was in the engines or something like that.
And you've got a Rockman who's good on engines. Gives you +7 evasion, and then you could move your Lanius guy from engines to shields.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I'm tempted by it. I mean, at the same time, I'm thinking we do need to upgrade the ship. It's a tricky one. Well, we can sell that.
Sell that, yeah.
There was some talk. I did like the idea of getting the firebomb online.
And you could get the firebomb on and get rid of the small bomb.
That'll take 2. That only takes 1 power.
So it leaves you a bit longer before you can get your weapons up and running.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to get rid of the small bomb. We're going to commit to this.
Okay. Well, you could buy a cloaking device now. And we know how useful a cloaking device comes in. Again, this is a lot of stuff that you've got lined up for the future that you don't currently have the power for.
Yeah, this is correct. The cloak, and I mean, it's something we can start using straight away. We know it's going to be handy. We're not sure if we're going to get the chance to do it, so we'll buy it. But my next priority definitely is to start doing a bit more upgrading on my ship. I want to get some power up and running into weapons there as well.
And the cloaking you can use if you take the clone bit offline.
Yeah, which we'll be able to do. Shouldn't be a problem.
None of your crew's injured at the moment, so it's not a big deal to turn it off now. And at least it's there for the first volley of whatever battle you're in next.
This is correct. We're going to come across here because it gives us options. See what happens next.
Absolutely nothing.
Beautiful space. Let's skip that one. I'm going to come over here.
I'd start going down there, to be honest.
It's a nebula.
I'll go back one.
What, like
and then go forward and hit the nebula. Bear in mind, the nebula does slow the pursuit down.
Great advice. Great advice.
You arrive in an asteroid field and are greeted by a Zoltan guard. By attempting to access these closed mining fields, you are in violation of the Natural Mineral Protection Act. Your weaponry will be confiscated for processing. You don't have time for this.
Right. Come in. What have they got?
They've got a Zoltan shield. They've got a double firing laser and a heavy laser. I know it's just a single firing laser.
Well,
I mean, it could do the
get
damage.
Through,
could
with
get
the
through the
asteroids.
shield. Remember, you've got your cloak as well. So if it's cloak, slightly too late, but at least you avoided the asteroid that immediately followed.
Just come in and hit the weapons.
Their oxygen's been taken down, so look at the bright side. They'll be panicking.
Yeah, they'll probably be feeling worse than I am right now.
Oh, there you go. It's all over. Oh, what a pain. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. I mean, that's a decent amount of scrap. It's just a pain that everybody took your, what's that, your hacking bay, isn't it?
We'll fix that up when we jump on, I think. We need to get out of here sharpish. Right, hit the nebula. Just double checking.
Just double check. Welcome to the nebula. You detect a rogue planet drifting through space. On the surface, a huge monolith visible, even by the naked eye. Zoltan Elder hails you from the planet. Through luck or intent, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into its depths and receive your just desserts. Just
desserts? I mean, we're playing as baddies, if you remember.
Pull the ship in.
I mean, I've never seen this before, so we've got to do it.
You approach the planet carefully, trying to keep your ship from breaking up in orbit. The monolith, whatever it is, must sense as much, because the next thing you know, you have enough scrap to patch up your damage and more besides.
Cheers!
Sound.
Send these two chaps over here.
Get that repaired up nice and quick.
Aye.
They're quite slow.
They are.
So you got 96 scrap? You want to do anything with it?
I think we should have a look at least. Just weigh up the options. So
for 75, you could start getting those weapons online, and the extra power will come in useful.
That is correct. That is correct.
Or maybe just buy the power for now and save up until you've got enough to put the weapons
we know
up.
we're going to need a couple of power. either way.
So just get them now.
Get them now
because you can use them.
Yeah, then that means that our ship as it stands is fully powered.
All right. That sounds sensible to me.
I think we'll stick with that for the time being. I'm tempted to put maybe sensors up as well, just to see the insides of their ship. You know, just thinking again, longer term with that firebomb targeting where the crew are hanging out.
And you're going to want to know how long the fire's lasting. You're going to want to know if it's still on fire, because that's going to make a difference.
Yeah. For now, though, we'll definitely take that power, and it just means we can get
everything online.
Yeah. Let's jump on.
Don't be scared to go in the nebula.
We'll try it.
And then you've got a long time to loop around. We'll see how much it slows the fleet down by. It's worrying that rebels have penetrated so deep into uncharted space, even if it is only an unmanned craft. It arms its weapons, and you should do the same.
Alright.
It's got a small bomb. It has no shields though, so it's going to fall pretty quickly to that quad fire and burst laser you've got.
Just not take any chances here. Just give yourself a chance to get the burst layers up and running.
Super. That worked well.
In theory,
it got the bomb out, and it's knocked your weapons offline. Get the chain laser up while it's repairing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Sensible, good move. Quick thinking, actually.
Yeah, I've impressed myself there, if I'm brutally honest. It's alright, they can't really repair that.
Well, it can, but it'll repair very, very slowly, so I think you're alright. Your burst laser's back online, but you might as well finish them with the chain since it's mostly charged.
Why not? Yeah, give it a bit of an outing. It's handy to have that there just as a backup mind. I'm glad I didn't sell that, because I very nearly did when we were at that shop.
And the 40 scrap. Oh, there's some fuel as well. And yeah, the firebomb wouldn't have been much use against an unmanned vessel because there's no oxygen in there.
Yep.
It doesn't do any direct system damage.
Right, we'll knock that off, turn that back on.
Back online.
Everything's fully repaired. Yep, the crew will heal because we're now fully powered up. I'm tempted to put one in there just so we're getting moving in the right direction.
Hey, go for it.
So got that there.
So now we're going to see how much this nebula is slowing the fleet down. You see quite a bit.
It's not bad.
I'd go down there and I'd try and hit everything
I'm thinking
you can.
so, yeah. Keep doing it. If we can maximise our scrap.
Danger, danger. Right, you're on half power, so bear that in mind.
Yep.
It's going to make it incredibly difficult to power your weapons up. You spy 2 pirate ships lurking in the nebula. They remain unaware of your presence. You're only able to get your scanners to at least identify their cargo. One is carrying fuel, the other ammunition. They begin to drift away from each other in the storm. You can go for one of them, or you can let them leave.
I would like the fuel, but with that power missing, if you look across the toolbar on the bottom left there, we would struggle. I think we'd really struggle.
Yeah, you'd have to go down to 1 layer of shields and turn off everything else.
Turn off everything else just to get, like, say, the chain laser.
You can have your 1 layer of shields, your oxygen, and your chain laser, or something along those lines.
I'm not fancying that.
Yeah, it wasn't the best situation.
So, need that in. Make sure we can breathe. That's always handy. It's always a good thing.
You probably want your power in the cloak for when you jump, so that it doesn't have to charge.
It's a good point. I like it. Right, get ready to jump here. Come across to this one.
I mean, either or. They both give you the same jump options.
They do. We'll go there.
Let's have some better luck here. It's a drone that isn't looking for you, perhaps scouting ahead for the rebel expansion, or maybe they're seeking to use the nebula for cover. Regardless, it identifies you as hostile. Right, get your power back on.
They're firing a hacking drone. Hopefully that works.
I don't know, I've never tried. It seems to have worked.
Yep, nowhere to be seen.
There it is.
Oh.
It's on the
yeah, on the cloak.
on the cloak as well.
Could have been worse. I don't mind it being.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Turn the hacking on just on the off chance.
Yeah, it's definitely best to target their weapon because they could hurt you there.
Yeah, we'll keep hitting them. Should be okay. It's unmanned like the last one was as well. Should be okay with that, I think.
Yeah, the repairs seem to be quite slow on unmanned vessels, so you should be able to keep them at bay. In fact, it's pretty much a done thing. Yeah. You've done quite well this sector. Considering the ship's still sort of in its infancy, it's got a lot of potential. But that worries me because we're another sector along the line from where we started, and we're still at the stage where the ship has a lot of potential.
Oh, hang on, I'll finish them off. It's always useful.
Just teasing them.
Right, see you later.
Boom, 27 scrap, 2 fuel. The fuel situation sort of ticking along at the 9 mark.
Yeah.
That's where we're starting, I think.
So we're needing 75 before we can even consider putting that up. Not far away from it. Hopefully, we'll jump
once that goes online, you've got the option of having your chain laser, which means you're going to be firing 6 shots at once, which will tear through most shields, and you've got the firebomb for special circumstances.
There was nothing there, so
that's a shame.
Moving on.
You can trade 2 missiles. You've got 20 missiles for 3 drawn parts, but you've got 19 drawn parts as well.
I'm probably going to... I like having a stockpile of those so I can use the firebomb. The drones would be useful for hacking, but we've got lots of them. I don't need to engage in that shit.
That's a shame. It seems like a bit of a bust.
I think we've got time to go there. Then
you know, I think you do, mate. Aye. I think you're pretty safe.
The nebula really does slow it down. I wasn't aware of that, to be honest.
You are surprised when a stationary Zoltan opened fires. It appears they are aggressive pugilists even amongst the enlightened.
Alright, good. Hopefully your corpses will just make me ever the stronger. Actually, I'll pop that on auto fire. There's not really much else to do. Combat's very, very simple unless we take some damage.
I would cloak as soon as they fire. Because you've got to power through their shield, so you want to make sure you take the least amount of damage as possible.
Balls. I've mistimed that ever so slightly. Yeah, that was a bit of a cock-up, really.
Yeah, you're alright. The mist.
Getting away with that. You auto fire on.
You did, you got away with it, and you'll get through their shields this round, so... Safest houses. And if you're getting desperate, you've got the hack and bait too.
This is correct.
As long as they keep missing with their second shot, you'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, I think that
and now they don't have a second shot to shoot.
Yeah, I think we're alright here.
I mean, this game would be incredibly difficult if the computer had the sense that human players do. In terms
to
of
like
what
charge your weapons up until you can. Well, yeah, and that as well, the targeting side of things.
I mean, if they targeted your weapons, it would be the case of whoever has weapons goes down first.
It's probably why they don't do it, to be fair, because then it's just about who can get the first shot off. I mean, it still is to some extent, but really, and I mean, it would be so frustrating. Every time you played, they just knocked your weapons out, and then
that was it. You were doomed.
Yeah.
34 scrap. There you go. You passed the magic number.
Got my fuel. Right, got the ship. Whack that up. Accept it. We'll take off cloaking and hacking. Actually, we can take off of that. We'll leave cloaking up so it's charged. What do you reckon? Chain laser?
I think the chain laser is probably more universal, and the firebomb's there for specialist use.
Yeah, I do like the thinking behind that. That's a bit close. Well,
no. You're pushing it there. You're pushing it there.
I'm not usually the one to push it up, but I'm feeling a bit cocky.
An unarmed Zoltan transport is slowly making its way towards the beacon here. They hail, "This is a Zoltan peace envoy. We carry no weapons or shielding. We rely on the mercy of others to communicate our message."
They rely on the mercy of others. Attack them!
They don't actually have any weapons.
No, they really don't. I feel bad for them.
But we are the evils.
I
mean, let's be perfectly honest. They were going to offer us a mission, and we did not have time to carry out that mission. They're clearly not putting a fight. Are you sure you want to destroy them?
Finish them off.
Nobody can know that we were here. This is so cruel. Why did you turn the weapons off?
Because they're choking. Ship's worth more.
I don't think they will choke. They might. Yeah, there you go. If you choose the firebomb, on the other hand,
well,
you're actually going to need the sensors up before that firebomb's going to be any use.
Yeah, to actually see what we're doing, but we can do that fairly easily. It's not a huge amount.
You can't help but feel somewhat guilty as you search for the debris. It was probably a trap, right?
No, it wasn't a trap. They were at our mercy, and so we've delivered it.
Yeah, I mean, there's bigger stakes here.
Just punt that up. Oof, that's close.
Yeah, you're all right though. You're all right. Should have checked that.
Yeah. Sorry, and then jump back across. Alright, one sector down. Not a bad sector, all in. Not doing too bad there. Nothing exciting happening. So
onwards. That's the NG homeworld. It's your only option.
So it is. Yep, we'll go there.
4 fuel. You arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey.
Cheers. Right, we need to go somewhere which gives us a lot of options because we need to find a store.
That seems like a good place to me. Although two of those options you can already see.
That one's
better.
Yeah. Need to make a jump for this.
Oh, the fuel's in the red. You come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. They're offering you a bribe to stay out of the fight.
Now, I'll be honest, pirates, if you'd offered us fuel there, I'd have probably took your hand
Now,
off.
they are quite tough. They've got a Leto missile launcher, they've got 2 layers of fuel. I think...
I've got it. Okay.
Don't forget to cloak as soon as that missile fires. You can ignore the heavy laser. I think that's of no issue. But that missile could be a problem. Oh, the tension. There we go. Haha.
That shot now cloaked.
It did, and it knocked you out of cloak, but that's fine. And the missile's offline.
Yeah,
you could set fire to it.
We could, but I don't think it's oh, well, that was terrible.
Set fire to the missile. Seems like a waste of your chain laser now, though.
Yeah, the chain laser's firing. It's revved up. See, there we go. That was some good damage.
But the chain laser still fires 4 shots quicker than your burst laser, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So you could turn your burst laser on and use a firebomb.
We're doing okay.
I just want to see the firebomb in action.
Okay.
Oh, they're offering you 3 fuel as a bribe.
Well, I need the fuel. That's more than we'd otherwise get.
It's not a great deal of scrap, but you might not get anything.
Exactly, we need the fuel. Cheers, that'll do. Point proven. Okay then. So, now that we've sorted some fuel out, we're still going to have to keep our eyes up. We haven't got enough to get to the exit here. So,
yeah, we might have to cut the visit to this sector a little short. That's only giving you one thing that you've not been to. Now, if you jump to that one up and to the right...
This one up here?
No, that one.
Oh,
that one gives you three places that you haven't been to, so you might get a shop. Even then, you don't have to go to the shop straight away, you just know it's there. You over here, Mantis Com Cheddar. The one on the right is starting to rot. Take him down, take off his fingers, put him out of the airlock. They certainly don't seem to be too friendly.
And we've got a blue option, even though that seems like the worst thing to do, but blue option's always good. Do you think that
not necessarily, because we've had options where you've cloaked and you just avoid the fight. I think you should attack the ship.
Doesn't look as though they've got a teleporter as well.
Exactly.
Systems.
That's what I'm thinking. They ain't got no teleporter. There's only one guy in it. Again, they've got a missile launcher, so keep your eye out for that. But other than that, it doesn't seem like too much of a threat.
Does not.
Oh no, they've got 2 guys. They just happen to be sharing the same space. Yeah, this should be easy enough.
In theory.
You've been looking out for some of these fights.
Oh, I didn't see that coming in. Ball sacks.
Not to worry.
I thought I heard it, but I was too busy looking at my coffee.
Not to worry.
Right.
And just sit back and wait, I guess. You can get that repaired.
Aye. Save yourself a bit of time there.
I'll save the viewers a bit of time.
Indeed. Well, what's good for our viewers is good for us. Nice.
Yeah, I told you.
Get fucked.
2 fuel.
Nice.
Hey.
Right.
75 scrap. It's probably a little low to do much with, but it's there as an option.
They're not very good with the old repairs, these guys, is something that I've picked up on.
Have a look at their stats, see if it says anything about it. It doesn't tell you their racial abilities there.
Right, we'll send them back. 75. So, we still need fuel, so I'm loath to kind of spend all that. I'm just trying to work out, if anything, what we'd want to pick up next. Probably more shields.
More shields.
Right, and that's the next big one, so let's have a look. And we need 100 to get them up, and then...
Another 50 for power.
50, possibly that might increase the price, you know, as you buy more power as well.
I think it's... You notice they're grouped in sort of vertical layers. I think it's each time you get through one.
Right.
Distress. Someone might need help, and they might offer rewards.
We are trying to work out.
We are cutting it a bit short, but we can't get trapped away. Distress signal is a trap. A rebel trap, no less.
Alright. Well, we'll know how this ends.
See, the rebels are always portrayed as being a little bit xenophobic, but...
Yeah, they've got quite
multicultural...
Yeah. Right, and let's not make the same mistake that I made before there. Keep an eye on that missile.
And there we go. You did good.
I certainly did.
Given their shield situation, you might want to take auto fire off so you can hit everything at the same time.
It's not what I meant to do, is it? Hang on, right, I want...
Fire, 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 fire! Perfect. And it's on fire.
Not fancying your chances much, pals.
It's not looking good for them.
That'll really upset them. Oh, they're getting fixed up though.
That will upset them. Oh, four fuel to accept the surrender.
They know what I'm in the market
scanned
for.
your ship, obviously. Like, this is a man that is desperate for fuel.
Well, I mean, the scrap is paltry, but I'll not get that good fuel if I destroy them, even though it's the rebels.
Take it.
Do need the fuel. Do need the fuel. Well, really, we're going to have to come across here.
And do a big loop around by the looks of things.
You'll see what we can manage.
The NG are awaiting you at the beginning with their weapons online. They explain a computer virus is wanted for hostile acts against the NG. And it's aboard your vessel. So you've got hacking by Lanius crew member just frantically. I can't see what that's going to achieve, but the hacking system sounds like it could give you a good option.
We'll give it a go.
Takes some time and the virus is slippery, but you eventually confine it to a useless subsystem prison where it frantically begins calculating insults at you. You eject the system from the ship and silence the little binary criminal with your weapons.
If you side with it, it can upgrade your ship for you. I've just remembered that, as I've clicked the wrong button. I've done that before, where you harbour it and it builds itself into your systems.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Aye. It's very Star.
Well, the NG thank you for deleting the virus and they jump away. They give you a drone reactor
booster.
Great,
yeah, because you've seen that we rely heavily on drones for our tactical prowess.
You can sell it. Out of interest, have a look at the ship and see what its effect is.
Yeah.
Movement speed for drones by 25%. I mean, it might be worth a few bits of scrap once we hit the next shop.
You never know.
If indeed we ever see a shop again. And you're close to your shield upgrade.
I reckon it's worth putting in, you know.
I reckon it's worth putting into the power first. Because you've got them. two things unpowered at the moment.
That's a very good point. Still not far off. But that lets us bring them back up online.
It does indeed. And you never know when they'll come in useful.
So we'll jump down here. See what we've got. We could really afford to come right down here, couldn't we?
Aye. It may be what you have to do.
Got to try and scrape something back.
Sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system, no doubt one of many fleeing the rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected you, or else it's trying to avoid notice.
Hello!
As you hail the refugee ship, the Zoltan ship suddenly jumps into the system and claims the refugees are criminals and accuses you of escorting fugitives. Before you can respond, it cuts communications and powers up its weapons.
I was going to blow them up! Cheeky sods.
2 ions and a liter.
Right, well, we know how this works.
We do.
Everything at that.
And yeah, start off by getting that Zoltan shield down.
Aye.
There's been a lot of missile heavy weapons in this system.
There has.
Our one weakness. The ions being more or less useless. And there goes the Zoltan shield, so they're quite weak when it comes to shield power now.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they don't get a missile off like that. Doors? Right.
Does that mean you're going to have to smash your way through the doors to get to the doors, to repair the doors?
Oh,
you wiped out one of the crew members as well.
Gnarly.
Yeah, this is looking better now.
Yeah.
And with any luck, you'll get 30 scrap from this.
Oh, he's going to have a really bad time of it.
Yeah, he did not have a good day. 42 scrap.
Cool. Contact the refugees.
24 scrap.
Right. Fix that up. I think that should be enough to get the shields up.
It will indeed.
So
things are looking up for the good ship, whatever the hell you called it.
I forget now. Does it tell up here? Nottheborg.
That's not the Borg.
We called it Nottheborg.
Because they look a bit like the Borg, and you wanted to clarify that they're not the Borg.
Not the Borg. We look like the Borg. We act like the Borg. But
not the Borg.
In fact, not the Borg. Yeah. Right. That seems like a good setup. I think.
I'm feeling more confident now. You've got that third layer of shields.
Yeah, I think things are looking all right. Store handy.
2 stores.
2 stores, even handier.
You've got something to sell, remember?
This is true. You never know. They might have a good deal on. Yeah, NG, they want to sell the shit. Right.
There's nothing there I was too fussed about on the first page.
25 for that.
25. It takes you to 61.
I'm liking keeping this setup. Having like the firebomb in the back pocket if we need it. Drones, don't really need them. Could probably do with healing ourselves up.
See what they've got on page 2.
Kirby, yeah, for sale. Got a weapons guy. Not bad for an NG. Right on the engines.
Oh, he's got extra damage, but NGs do 50% damage anyway, so even with that, he's still less than an untrained crewman.
Well, let's have a look. And he's fully all right with using weapons.
And now he's not your green. There's 2 layers.
Oh yeah, the gold layer. Let's have a look. Yeah,
he's better. He's hitting into the gold.
I'm just thinking it would be nice to have an extra crewman.
It would be nice, but you do need the repairs as well.
We do. It would be 30 to do them.
I think continue with the skeleton crew.
You reckon? I'm thinking it's just for shield recharge value more than anything else we could really do with that. And if we had an NG...
we'll go back to the
map
to see if it's possible if you could hit the other shop on the way back round.
Jump.
That shop, you can always repair at shops, but they might not necessarily have a crewman.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'll be honest, we're going to buy...
What's Kirby's special skills? Does he have anything?
Nah.
He's got nothing.
Kirby has got nothing. We can officially say that. We're not insulting
You got
Kirby
nothing going for you, Kirby.
But Kirby, you've got nothing. We've got Vivimode.
Who we don't need because we've got a guy who's better on weapons.
That gives us a little bit more flexibility.
How's our engine guy for his skill? Engine goes up quite slowly.
Engine is slow. Yeah, engine's down. Turin's low. We're going to take...
Allison.
So you are now shields guy. Alison, you're now engine guy. Well, just wait until there's oxygen.
Yeah. Now, go.
Going to be surrounded by people with 0 oxygen, which is always a shame.
Yeah.
That could prove tricky.
It could do, but it'll be alright.
What we need to do when we jump, just to heal up Alison...
Turn the oxygen off and put the clone and bay on, and then quickly jump. You can't turn the engines off. You can't jump with no engines.
How can we do this?
Turn the oxygen off, then jump.
No, we'll knock off chain laser because that comes up fairly quick. And we'll whack one in there for a jump. Right. I think we've probably got time to come down here.
I think you do. And you may as well.
Come down to that one. Go to the middle. Playing it still fairly safe.
You arrive at a small fleet of civilian NG ships. Simple decryption and translation of the comm frequency tells you they're having a frantic discussion about something obviously troubling them. Your NG crew member contact them.
That was handy.
Your crew member syncs with the comm unit and tries to communicate with them directly. You offer your help in a summary of the ship's mission. They respond, our goals have analogous elements. However, not all available for disclosure, discretion necessary. After offering your help, secret technology stolen by Mantis, implicit connection to rebels, implicit. Tracked Mantis to hidden rebel base, uploading coordinates. We've done this mission before.
We have indeed.
However, track second ship to a different base would calculate probability but data insufficient. Cannot risk obvious rebel energy conflict. Also, need time to acquire military ships. Assist in fending technology? Question mark. Well, if you can get there, you can get there. If you can't, there's no harm, is there?
Exactly.
You can get there and go up and... Will you have time to hit them both and the store? I think that's quite unlikely.
I'm not really bothered about doing the quest. I mean, we could get some fat loot out of it, but they're quite hard fights that you get.
They are quite hard fights. Are you going to skip it?
I'm tempted to, you know. I'm thinking going here, and then up.
Jump
we could
there.
go to that one.
That one, then the
that
store,
one,
and then that one, and then just avoid the quest entirely.
Yeah.
Because the fight might not be worth the reward. And you definitely don't have time to go to the base anyway. Energy ship in the vicinity seeing you, armed to the teeth, immediately broadcasted surrender. Shall you accept their offer or explain that you're friendly?
We'll accept their offer.
Graciously. 56 scrap and 2 fuel.
Cheers.
So that's enough to repair if you hit the shop.
It is. Yep, I think we're ready to jump on. Hit the store.
It was very gracious of you to accept the surrender like that.
If they didn't offer it up front.
So here's an NG Hive selling equipment.
Right, fix all. Spend 30.
Oh, just shy of that flak cannon. It's only flak 1.
Not really that bothered with it with the weapons that we've got. We're sitting alright. I'm tempted to buy more fuel, you know, I just have panic.
Go ahead. You've still only got 10. That's more comfortable now.
Yeah. Probably should have checked some of this stuff as well before we did that.
Didn't have the cash really.
Nah, not really that bothered with it. Yeah, we don't want to reduce scrap. We're still fairly early on in the game. The pilot, engine.
You can't afford any of
Shield
this.
guy would have been handy. I like to double check, here's what you could have won. Okay then, I think we're sitting not too bad at all here, really.
It's improving.
Knock those off and put that on just to get ready for next time. So, come up here, then hit the exit, and then I think that's us done for another episode.
Mantis ship hunting in the distance.
No
Doesn't
teleporter.
have a
teleporter, so we shall kick the crap out of it.
You prepare to engage the Mantis ship. Oh, look at that chart. They tend to not use them very effectively though, so I reckon you'll be alright.
Should be, I think.
Again, we're still dealing with things with one letter shields, even halfway through. Probably because we're dealing with a lot of green sectors. We haven't went through many of the hostile ones.
This is it, I think.
I mean, if he's just going to insist on firing one laser at a time. No, he's charging up now.
Yep. It's alright, because by that point, we do that. And then we do this.
Oh, look at that. That crippled the crew.
Really did. It'd be great, because...
Oh. Yeah, you're turning that off and hoping that you can kill them with the chain laser.
Yeah. I'm hoping it can happen.
Oh, he's dead.
Go in with a firebomb.
Just one shot would kill him and then it would be done.
I know, but I can't... Well... That did it.
No more lifetimes detected on the pirate ship. Excellent.
Right.
You took the ship intact.
Got the missile back. 40 scrap.
And you get another 33 for saving the other people.
2 fuel, yep. That's very canny. Nice. Okay, feeling good about that.
Okay, let's see if anything happens at the exit.
Probably should have turned my weapons back on. Oh well.
2 ships within range and they seem to be engaged in the battle.
Right.
Slug ship.
Let's work out what
Is that a
was
slug
our
ship?
doing.
It's just Zolt and people in it. Is it the Zolt end ship?
Pirate Interceptor. I think that's a slug ship, looking at the shape of it.
I suppose pirates aren't picky and choosy about what kind of ship they pilot. I mean, they're pretty pathetic in terms of what they've got going for them.
Yeah, I don't
Although
know.
saying that, are they double firing lasers?
If they are, they could maybe do a little bit of damage.
Well, or you could just cloak and avoid that first volley. Ha 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 ha!
Nice.
That's you, knackered.
You know what? I've actually not played this ridiculously bad today.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah. I think it's because usually what happens is you end up sort of shouting at us and giving us instructions, and when that happens, that panics us even more.
Oh, you get confused.
Yeah, whereas you've actually been fairly chilled in the last half hour. Or maybe more. Oh, Christ, he's gone. Oh, I'm tempted with a firebomb, you know.
I wouldn't. I think you'll end up destroying the ship anyway.
He's on fire.
Oh well.
I mean, if he's still alive, we'll pop one in. He's put the fire out, but...
If you get the firebomb in, I suppose that should finish him off.
Yeah, his day's about to absolutely get wrecked. Where you gone?
If he wants to hide there, leave him there. The fire... We'll just sit back and relax as the fire consumes the entire ship. They've got no external doors either.
Oh, I fired another one by accident. Shit. Well, right, so have you been reading any good books recently, Ewok?
You know, I haven't actually read anything in a little while. I picked up a copy of War and Peace in a charity shop for 50p, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm brave enough to start tackling that yet.
It's a big read. It's like reading War and Peace.
I also picked up a couple of sci-fi books by Ian M. Banks, a couple of his culture novels.
Right.
Which I'm looking forward to getting my teeth sinking into. One of them is The Player of Games, which I've
My
heard good things
partner reads a lot of Ian Banks. I've never really read it. I read The Wasp Factory, I think.
Yeah, well, he publishes his sort of mainstream fiction under Ian Banks, and then his sci-fi publishes under Ian M. Banks. But yeah, I read The Wasp Factory before. That was quite good. I know a lot of people read it in school, but I read it sort of as an adult.
Yeah, I think I read it in my early 20s, I think.
I mean, I think I got a bit more appreciation out of it. I always hated the books that they made me read in school, with the exception of Animal Farm.
Yeah.
But I think
it does
going
kind
back,
of spoil
if
a book for you forever, doesn't it, when you're at school?
Going back, if I read them now, it might have been a different story.
I still love a bit of Animal Farm, man. I've got the works of George Orwell. I like having a good read of that. I'd say probably once every year I'll sit down and read several of his stories.
I'm still trying to read Tacticus, but to be honest, it's a real slog. It's a real chew. Hey, no more lifestyles detected on the pirate ship.
Oh, right, we're back.
We're back.
I genuinely haven't touched the keyboard there. We've just had a chat. I hadn't even been looking at the screen.
There you go, 57 scrap.
Right. Hello.
And a new crewman.
Brian.
An NG who
Welcome
claims
aboard,
to be
Brian.
good at fighting.
Right.
See if he's good at anything else, not just fighting. Put him in the door room or the... Yeah, put him in the door room.
Yeah, doors is good. Go on, Brian. He's going to be repairs guy. Oh, there goes the ship. Alright.
That was a great battle.
Yeah.
150 scrap if you want to...
Let's have a look. Before we jump, let's see what we can do with this. 180 it's going to be for max level shields. Could maybe put cloaking up a little bit. That's always
You've got enough to get extra power as well.
Aye.
So you could put power up by 2 and that up by 1. Oh no, you put that up by 2. You could put power up by 2 and the cloak up to max.
You know what?
That's good.
Yeah.
Cloak's powerful.
We're going to do that. Cloak is very handy.
So that gives you cloak every 20 seconds, is it? 15 seconds.
Cloak for 15 seconds. Yeah, that's very, very handy, I think. Okay then, we're ready to jump on to the next sector, so we shall be doing that very shortly.
Yeah, we will do that in the next episode. I guess we'll wrap it up. If you've got any suggestions for some good books that I can read while I'm currently
while we're watching ships
stuff,
burn down, yeah.
while we're watching ships burn down, then drop me a suggestion. I like sci-fi. More classic sci-fi than modern sci-fi.
Yeah, I like history. If anybody wants to throw me any free books, go to History Book and get me with that. Alright, I think with that, anyway, we're rambling, so we'll call this video to an end. As always, like, comment, subscribe. It's always much appreciated, and we shall see you in the next video.
Good night, goodbye, good luck.